when I was working on my PhD, I had dated a girl who had taken advantage of me, and I broke up with her. And not long after that, I went to a coin show, and I had the best time of my life. And it was a Sunday. I went to that coin show, and the following Monday, I asked a classmate of mine because I knew he was homosexual, and he used to be very proud of the fact. And so I told him that I was a solosexual, and he thought it was so funny. He didn't accept being solosexual as much as I accepted him for being homosexual. I accepted it. The only problem was that I think at the beginning of the semester he had a crush on me. Other than that, I totally accepted it. Now the funny thing is that at the time when I was working on my PhD, I had several classmates who were married or at least engaged. And oftentimes when I would, during the course when we were arranging schedules, right now I teach as an adjunct professor, and I make sure not to behave the way my professor behaved back then. But the professor would ask us if we had any conflicts with the exams, because they were often held very close to Thanksgiving. And my professor would say, "Do you have any family conflicts?" Right? And that really bothered me because now I was solosexual. And my classmates who were heterosexual, homosexual, pansexual, you name it, their time with family always came before even a final exam. We could always rearrange, right? But if I went up to my professor and said, I'd like to go to a coin show, or maybe I'd like to spend Thanksgiving in another part of the world, right, or anything like that, as a solosexual, right, I wish I had attempted that just to see what would happen. I had some troubles when I was working on my PhD, and I didn't want to rock the boat at the time. Today I would probably have done that, just to see the response. Better yet, I don't know if this would be illegal, but maybe secretly record what happens and make a big movement out of it, right? If I were still working on my PhD today, I would do that. But then I have a lot more to fall back on today, right? Back then, my life situation was a little bit different, right? I'm not afraid to rock the boat when it comes to singles anymore, even at my workplace. But it was very insulting at the time. So right now I'm scheduling an exam for my students. I make sure never to use the word family. Do you have any personal conflicts, right? And I make sure to entertain any sort of, especially if I know one of my students has different lifestyle, different hobbies, different religions even. I make sure never to use the word family in terms of any sort of accommodations, right? Do you have any human accommodations that need to be met, right? Not family accommodations, right? Thanks for watching.